This is JP with Political Pop Culture, and this is my take. I canceled Disney Plus this morning. And I think you should cancel it too. In fact, I think you should tell anyone you know who has Disney Plus that they should cancel it. Honestly, I should have canceled Disney Plus back when Lucasfilm Story Group executive Pablo Hidalgo openly mocked Star Wars Theory for Theory's emotional response to The Mandalorian Season 2 finale. You know, I guess if I'm being completely honest, I probably never should have subscribed in the first place. After all, it was Disney executives like Lucasfilm head Kathleen Kennedy who encouraged employees to treat fans, or at least fans who don't share her myopic worldview, as outsiders, to brand those who disagreed with the horrible direction that she was taking Star Wars as toxic. The actions of those like Kennedy, Hidalgo, and The Last Jedi director Ruan Johnson, who also openly mocked fans, created a rift in the fan base, the Star Wars fan base, that will likely never be healed. And it certainly won't be healed as long as people like Kennedy and her ilk are in power. The rift in the fan base, that insurmountable divide between the true fans of the series and those skinny jean-wearing social justice warriors who applauded that god-awful piece of social justice warrior nonsense, The Last Jedi, has never been wider. Why? Well, because Disney has finally pushed the true fans too far, and they fired actress Gina Carano due to pressure from a vocal minority of fake fans who just happen to share the same sick, twisted worldview as people like Kathleen Kennedy. Gina Carano has been in the crosshairs of the social justice warriors for a while now, and their #FireGinaCarano movement has been seen trending on Twitter from time to time since at least last September. Back in September, Carano had the audacity to, get this, not put her preferred pronouns in her Twitter bio. Can you believe it? The nerve! How dare she not capitulate to the demands of the political zealots on the fringe left? At the time, sick of being bullied by those lunatics on Twitter, Carano added the words beep, bop, boop to her Twitter profile. On September 13th, she tweeted, this is a quote, "They're mad because I won't put pronouns in my bio to show my support for trans lives. After months of harassing me in every way, I decided to put 3 very controversial words in my bio. Beep, bop, boop. I'm not against trans lives at all. They need to find less abusive representation." So she didn't put beep, bop, boop in her profile to mock or belittle or disparage trans people. She did it in protest of the people who were bullying her for months. Bullying her to try and force her to do what they wanted her to do. You know, that's what bullies do. So again, she stood up to bullies, called them out for being bullies. That was her crime. In another tweet, she said, "Beep, bop, boop has 0 to do with mocking trans people and 100% to do with exposing the bullying mentality of the mob that has taken over the voices of many genuine causes. I want people to know you can take hate with a smile, so boop you for misunderstanding. #all love, no hate." How dare she? How dare she respond to bullying by not doing what the bullies were demanding of her? How dare she stand up for herself and for the countless others being attacked, harassed, and vilified by the cancel culture mob? Not to be dissuaded, the idiots in the mob have continued to attack Gina Carano, lashing out at her on virtually every tweet she sent, calling her all manner of horrible, disgusting things. They have impugned her character and harassed her continually, only to be met with her unbreakable spirit and resolve, and almost heroic resistance to their vitriol. The vitriol reached epic proportions on February 10th after Gina Carano retweeted a picture that showed a woman running from her attackers with the caption, "Jews were beaten in the streets, not by Nazi soldiers, but by their neighbors, even by children." Because history is edited, most people today don't realize that to get to the point where Nazi soldiers could easily round up thousands of Jews, the government first made their own neighbors hate them simply for being Jews. How is that any different from hating someone for their political views? Is that statement, which Carano didn't even write but retweeted, is that hyperbolic? Sure, But that doesn't mean it's not accurate. Also, isn't it ironic that after 4 years of calling Donald Trump literally Hitler and referring to Republicans in general as Nazis, all of a sudden the left is up in arms when a celebrity shares an absolutely valid point, comparing the way Nazis turned the people against a specific group in the 1930s to how the political left is turning people against specific groups of people today. That post was not comparing being politically ostracized to the Holocaust, and anyone who says that that's the case is either being intellectually dishonest or they're a fool. That post was comparing the way Nazis turned the German population against themselves with the way the left wing is doing that very same thing in America right now. If you think that's controversial, hey, take it up with the people causing the controversy, the far left hate groups who continue to vilify and attack anyone who doesn't walk in lockstep with them. Let's be perfectly clear about this. Gina Carano was not fired by Disney because her performance as Cara Dune wasn't up to snuff. In fact, Carano brought Cara Dune to life in a way that was inspirational to girls and women the world over, my own daughters included. No, Gina Carano was fired by Disney because she isn't a social justice warrior, because she refuses to capitulate to the bullies on the far left, and because she has the audacity to stand up for herself against the hate mobs on the left. Disney canceled Gina Carano for being true to herself and to her convictions. Disney canceled Gina Carano for standing up against bullies. Disney canceled Gina Carano for not giving in to hate. It's time for us, for all of us, to cancel Disney in return. That's my take. I would love to hear your take on this. And you can do that by leaving a comment below or by joining the cult at PolPopCult on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Rumble. Thanks for listening.